Kingsman, world's finest tailor. But now we're going into the spy business. Very clever.
Hi, Matthew.
Hi. Hello.
Nice to be chatting with you today. Had an awesome time watching the movie.
Good. Thank you.
Well, the movie explores the origins of the British intelligence agency, and there's almost nothing to do with the two previous movies. Why did you decide to tell this story a prequel, but at the same time it fits perfectly with the Kingsman series?
Well, ironically, the story of this is in the first Kingsman. So when Colin or Harry is going down the lift with Eggsy and he says Kingsman was founded in 1919, I just, in my mind, I started thinking, because when we wrote the first Kingsman, it did have a backstory about World War I and how World War I was such a travesty and such a waste of life for no logical reason. And that's why the Kingsman Agency was founded and needed. And I just wanted to do something different. I always wanted to do an historical epic adventure movie, and I saw this thing in my head, so I made it.
We are the first independent intelligence agency.
Welcome to the club.
Nice. And you are very good on choosing a cast. Now you have Ralph Fiennes. For me, he's one of the best actors of all time. He's charming, elegant, and he's very funny here. What was it like directing him?
Amazing. I mean, he really is truly one of the world's greatest actors. Took direction, understood direction, asked me the right questions. Some actors can ask you the dumbest questions you've ever heard, and you're like sitting there going, what's the point of trying to direct someone when they're asking questions that are irrelevant to the scene or the character? But with Rafe, and Rafe's a good director as well, so it was like having a second pair of eyes. So I thoroughly enjoyed working with him. And I don't say that about a lot of actors.
I'm looking for someone who can help me gain an audience with the Tsar. Perhaps you can be of assistance.
I only make decisions when my stomach is full or my balls are empty.
Well, thank God dinner is being served.
And what's the future of the franchise now? Will you come back to nowadays and bring it back, the original cast? I mean, to Aaron Egerton, Colin Firth.
Yeah, we're now at a sort of a crossroads, or it's splitting. So next year we want to do the conclusion of the relationship story of Eggsy and Harry, and there are actually clues and stuff in this film that will pay off there. And then we'd love to do the Kingsmen 2 with Rafe, because I think these characters are great, and we've got it all planned. And then go through history. Go through the secret history of Kingsman.
Nice. And what does the spies have that attract you so much? Because your next movie is about a spy as well.
It's funny. I don't know. Actually, it's maybe it's because it was a career path I failed at going into. I think I've always loved. There's something about espionage and spying and the sort of the stories around it throughout history, which has always fascinated me. Now more than ever, by the way. It's spies have become important again and needed in this crazy world we're part of. So I don't know. I've always loved spy films. So I don't know. I just love them.
Well, as you love the subject and you know better than anyone, I'd love to see you directing a James Bond movie then. You have all the credentials. What do you think about this idea?
Never say never. Or never say never again, I can say with me, because we nearly did it once and it didn't work out. Who knows? I would never say never. I mean, look, I would entertain it. I'd entertain it more than they would probably entertain it.
Nice. I would love to, because your style is very funny. It's very nice to see. So, well, who knows?
Well, as I said, I'm not in control of that one.
Of course. Thank you, Matthew.
Great.
Good luck
Thank
with the
you.
movie.